Hello, everybody. Great to be here, and thank you for your time in doing so, in being here. It's great to be sharing with you some tried, tested, and proven ways in which you can grow your business. Now, today, I'm going to talk to you about how to improve the conversion rate of your website. You may recall last week I did a LinkedIn Live, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live, which I've got to say is a fantastic way of marketing yourself. I do these lives every day. And I do it on the 3 channels, but at once. I use something called Streamyard, which is a lovely little tool. It's ever so simple, and it enables me to stream this live to you on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. In fact, I think I pay something like $25 a month to be able to do that, but I can upgrade to about $40, and that allows me to stream it to 8 different social media platforms. So perhaps I ought to do that next. But for now, it's great to be on those 3 channels, and welcome. As I said, my name's Steve Mills. I've been doing this now for 28 years, this being helping small businesses to become more effective. I really believe it's very, very difficult to run a small business because of the variety of different skills that you need in order to do so. Most small business owners are skilled what I call operationally. So if you're a car mechanic, you know how to do that. If you're a hairdresser, you know how to cut hair. If you're an accountant, you know how to do that work, but you might not know how to do the marketing side of it. And that's where I and my team come in, providing advice, training, and offering a done-for-you service where you can outsource some or most of your marketing to us. However, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here talking about you and your website. So if you've not yet listen to the section about sorry, it's not a section, is it? My LinkedIn Live. If you've not listened to my LinkedIn Live, you can either try and find it on LinkedIn or go to my YouTube channel and go and watch that. As I said, it's about how to get more traffic to your website. But in a way, I did it the wrong way around, didn't I? If you think about it, why would you want to get more traffic to a website that doesn't convert? So really, the most important thing that you need to do as far as marketing your website's concerned is to get your site converting. No matter how many people, whether you're getting 1,000 people an hour, a day, a week, a month, or even a year. Hopefully it's not a year, but you're getting 1,000 people to your website. How many of them make an inquiry, or if it's an e-commerce site or somewhere they can buy something, how many purchases do you get? And that really is ultimately what we need to do. But I see so many businesses saying to me things like, oh, well, our website is just a brochure site, Steve. We don't intend winning business from it. And do you know what? I just think that is a bullshit cop-out for not being bothered to put the effort and time in to get it converting. I think it's just an excuse. You've spent probably, worst case, a few £100, probably a few £1,000, and for some people that could be as much as, I don't know, £50,000 developing this website. It is the hub of your business. It is where, when you go out networking and you exchange business cards and you talk to people, that's where they go next. They go and check you out. When you're on LinkedIn, what happens? They go and have a look, see who you are, go to your website and check out, they want to find out more. You send an email out. What happens? There's links in there, hopefully anyway, coming back to your website so they can find out more or get some more information and so on and so forth. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not important, 10 being incredibly important, where would you rate your website? For me, I can tell you now, it's a 12. It's above 10. It is the most important thing. And, it's absolutely essential. Another important question, how would you rate your website? I'd rate my website, I don't know, maybe a 7 or an 8. It could definitely be improved. There could be, excuse me, could be new things added, different stuff on there. There's loads of things that could be improved about it, I'm sure, and we're working on that on an ongoing basis. Another important question is, how happy are you with the conversion rate of your website, the number of inquiries it creates? Well, for me, I'd say I'm probably similar. It's about a 7 or 8. I get probably, what do I get? About 4 or 5 meetings per week from my website. Now, the truth of the matter is it could be they've come from LinkedIn, they could have come from my advertising, from an email, from a whole variety of sources that I've used to push the traffic to the site, and then it's down to the site as to whether it converts or not. So that's the real truth. Does it actually convert or not? Because if it doesn't, then we need to do something about it, I believe. And that is even more true if this is paid traffic. I was talking to a client recently who was saying that they'd been advertising. This was before I started working with them, just to clarify. Before I started working with them, they'd been advertising on Facebook and Google. And they said it had been a waste of time. It didn't work. I said, right, why is that? I said, did nobody click? Oh, yeah, they clicked. We had lots of people click, but it was a waste of time because they didn't buy. So if you think about that, what's the job of the Facebook advert or the Google advert? It's to get people to click. That's it. That's what the job is. It's not to sell them something. It's to get them to click. So what was wrong? Why didn't they buy? It's the fault of the website, because Google's done its bit. If I put an advert onto Google saying, looking for a marketing consultant to help you grow your business. If you are, click here. And thousands of people clicked and went to a web page that didn't have any call to action on it and was badly written and didn't have a video, and it had a rubbish headline, and there was loads of typos, and there was no testimonials and so on. Whose fault that is? That Google's fault or Facebook's fault? No, it's my fault for having a crap website. So this is really what we're talking about here. So assuming we're getting an amount of people, I'll use 1,000, as I say, whether it's an hour, day, month, or whatever, it's down to you to look at that and go and watch that other video that I've done. But for now, we're going to talk about improving the CTA, the call to action, and the number of inquiries. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to use my website by way of an example. Now, I want to be really clear. I've already told you this site is not perfect, but it ain't bad. Okay, so I'm going to just share my screen, if I may. So hopefully you should be able to see my screen any second now. Yeah, hopefully you can do that. I think you can. Let me just double check, 'cause I'm slightly unsure. No, you can. Yeah. Okay, great. Right. So you can see there, that's my home page, right? So first thing I want to turn your attention to is what I call the MWA, which is the most wanted action. What is the most wanted action for this web page? Well, you can see here, right up front, right in the center, right, in this big gold bright button amongst a black background, is book a results strategy session with Steve Mills. Right? That's what I want. That's what I want people to do. That is my MWA for this page, my most wanted action. Okay. Now, if you look above that, there's a couple of other things that I think are quite reasonable or maybe good. One is, the headline. There's an old saying in advertising that the headline is the advert for the advert. And that is so incredibly true. And I see, pages on here, a lot of websites say something like, welcome to our website. or welcome to Crofton Limited, which is the name of my company, or welcome to the Steve Mills website. Nobody could care less about that. What I've said here up front is turn your yearly revenue into monthly revenue in 12 months. That's what I'm about. That's what I do. I don't always do it, by the way. But, do you know what? If we can turn it into half that, we've done pretty well, haven't we? So next question is, are you committed to growing your business? If so, the key to your success is to improve your sales and marketing. Is that true? Is that true? If you want to be more successful, have you got to become better at sales and marketing? Yes, you have. That's the only way. Reduce costs and increase sales. That is it. Okay. So you've got to become better at sales and marketing, and you've probably also got to reduce your costs. The first step is to assess your current situation. So where are you right now? What's working? What's not? Where are those leads coming from? You see how powerful this bit of text is. Take the first step. So I'm now saying, right, take the first step. This is what you need to do. So go and do it. Schedule a free one-to-one consultation, what we call a results booster session, to gain a personalized 30-day marketing plan with actionable steps to implement in your business. Do you know what? I could hardly read that. It was a bit small on the screen, but I managed to. So apologies if that was slightly confusing. But, can you see how incredibly important that is? So within this bit, this page, scrolls down and there's other stuff there. But the first thing I've got right at the top is here. Now, if I was doing an audit of my website, there's a couple of things that I'd say I need to improve here. Do you know what? I've got a bit of white space here, haven't I? Why have I not got my telephone number there? Why have I not got another box, maybe offering something, perhaps a free report, or go and watch this video, or even links to my social media? And I'd say to myself, well, my links to social media are down at the bottom of the page, Steve, where they are on most websites. Is that the best place for them, or would they be better at the top, in a more prominent place here? And the answer, I think what I think, and maybe that's a call to action for me. The other thing here, and I'm a massive believer in this, is video. Video creates a CTA, a call to action. People take action based around videos. This is really, really powerful. You're listening to me. I hope you've at least been, thinking, this guy knows his stuff. That's why I'm hoping. That's why I'm doing it. And if you do, why is that? Because you're listening to a video, albeit a live one. This is so incredibly important. And yet most people either don't have a video, they have a video that's okay, or they have a video that's, again, way down here at the bottom of the page, right? So again, go and have a look at your video and give it, be realistic. I'd say my videos are 7 or an 8 out of 10. It's pretty good. I've put some thought into it. Go and watch it, actually, because I'd be interested to get some feedback. And I'm saying that and think about the structure of it and how that might apply to you, and how you could use the same structure in your marketing. If you're not quite sure what I'm talking about here, then book a free meeting with me and I'll talk to you about that. Okay. So that's that. So let me come back to you now. So I haven't got time, in an ideal world, I'd show you 9 or 10 different websites and so on and so forth. But the essence of what I want to get to here is I want you to go and have a look at your website. I want you to review it, and I want you to think about how you could add a CTA, a call to action. Again, I'll give you another example. I've got pages on my website where people can go and download a free report. Let me give you a really simple example. There's one page, it's called How to Do Pay-Per-Click Advertising on Google, right? That's what it's about. So what do? I drive traffic to that page where people can download a free report. So a report that I've written, it's about 6 pages, 5-6 pages, something like that. Nothing too in-depth, plenty of pictures. And when people download the report, they have to give me their name, their telephone number, and some people put in bogus ones. That's all right. They don't want me to contact them, so that's fine. And the third one is their email address, which they've got to give me their proper email address, or they don't get the report because I can't send it to them. So what happens there? 2 things. One, I am creating lots and lots of leads as a result of giving something away. Now, the important point here is who's going to download that report? People interested in what? In advertising on Google. Of course, why would you download a report called How to Advertise on Google if you weren't interested in advertising on Google? That'd be stupid. So, people are not stupid. People know, anybody who downloads that report knows that I'm probably going to follow up with them. I'm certainly going to, add them to my list because there's like an opt-in thing with GDPR and all that old rubbish. Sorry, I've been a bit flippant there. I don't mean it's rubbish. I just mean, frustrating sometimes, let's say. But there's an opt-in thing. People opt in, they can opt out again. That's fine. I understand that. I don't want to be emailing people who don't want to receive my emails. But the point being that I've got a device, a system on my website that creates leads all day long without me doing anything. And I'm constantly using social media, Google, LinkedIn, YouTube, email marketing to drive traffic to this page in order to get conversions. And it's really, really easy, but it's common sense, but it's not common practice. Most businesses don't do it. Most websites that I see win 0 money. They don't win any sales, and whether that's a, e-commerce site or a, just what I call a normal website, there is no excuse for not driving traffic to it and making sure that your site converts leads into sales. So that's it. Excuse me. That's it. That's all I've got to say. I hope that was of value. If you do want a one-to-one meeting with me, be very welcome to set that up. You can see my state-of-the-art scrolling banner below. It's very impressive, isn't it? But it's just one of the things you get from Streamyard. So go to my website, book a meeting. You'll see that there are a variety of different meetings that you can book. So do that, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thank you ever so much for listening, and don't forget, I'll be back again tomorrow. So hopefully I'll see you then. Thank you.